Alright, starting. This will be a Tonberry King. And that's what I'm currently rocking with. So we're going to start off with Flames of Rebirth when we do our spamming of abilities. Because it'll heal whatever we have left before we start the priming. We're going to send in priming after we do Flames of Rebirth. So we don't wait to send in priming on any damage that could be healed with this. Then we're going to go with Diamond Dust to build up Stagger. Because we want to build our multiplier up. After that, you notice everything else is 2s except for this. So we'll immediately hit this, it's 4 attack to build it up more. Then we will go to this, with this being last. This is the strongest attack. And we'll probably get that out with a Center Priming. Now we will do this after this. But this will not be under semi-priming, but it's probably almost just twice as strong as this is. Immediately finish that, we're going to go right into this to build it up. Now, if he's still alive, we will freeze him and then hit him with this again to build it up to 5. It takes 2 of these to get to 5 to redo Armor Darkness at its best, which is the Zetsukitsen, which is the strongest attack in the game. Okay? My current setup. Over here, this will double the life we gain from doing semi-priming, right? This one, right? And this will also activate Limit Break if I die. As long as I have 1 bar of Limit Break, it will save me from dying. This right here will increase my stagger to 200% instead of max out 150. This right here, every single time I dodge, will help me shorten my time for my abilities cooldown phase. And I got armoring, the Winds Cloth, and the Omega weapon. Omega weapon is just as strong as the ultimate weapon. But I ain't got the ultimate weapon yet. I got the Omega weapon, and they're both the same strength, so it's a good point. You get this from the DLC. What was it called? I can't think of it right now. Save my life. The other DLC. The Fallen. There you go. Let's go.
Well, I'll be damned.
We're going to dodge and freeze them to get more stagger damage on them. We're going to start off with Diamond Dust, and then we're not to cast any other abilities until we're going to spam them once he's staggered.
It even has a crown. Sorry, Your Majesty, but your reign ends here.
And then Tonberry King destroyed.
It's done.
Clive! Is it done then?
It is. I was going to ask if there had been any change in Talor's condition, but judging by that smile on your face, I think I already know the answer.
You do? Talor! He's back!
Thank you, my lord. I can never repay you for everything you've done for me. I owe you my life.
I'm just glad the curse is lifted. There is one thing I'd like to know, though. If you don't mind my asking. What made you seek the Tonberry's help in the first place?
Oh, that. Well, you deserve to know. It was years ago now, back in my trading days. The Sons of Greek arrested me in Oriflamme, chained me up in a lightless cell with a great sword hung over my head, ready to fall if I didn't confess. Though they never said to what. I didn't, of course. So eventually they just let me go. And I never told a soul. Tried to forget it ever happened. But then you came along and the sight of your sword brought it all flooding back. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat, couldn't hardly breathe, and I thought that if I gave my old chain to the Tonberrys, maybe they could take all that pain away. All that anger. But it only made it worse.
Oriflamme has fallen. And the men who tortured you likely fell with it.
If only I'd known, I might have spared everyone a lot of trouble. I'd convinced myself that you were like them, that all outsiders were the same, but you're not. Far from it. Thank you, son. Thank you.
Clive, there's something I need to tell you. After we parted ways on the path to the cloak, I went straight back to Talor and explained to him what you were doing on his behalf. And just like that, his pain began to fade.
What do you mean? Just like that? The Tonberry King would have still been alive. I had to contend with dozens of his minions before I found him.
Then, perhaps one of them warned him of your coming and he broke off his ritual. Or, perhaps, knowing that an outsider was fighting for him was what lifted the weight from Talor's heart. I know, from experience, that many illnesses are not wholly physical, but of the spirit, at least in part.
Was there ever really a curse then? Or was Talor simply suffering from the pain of his memories? And the guilt of what he'd done? For all the difference it makes. I suppose we'll never know.
Maybe not. But this much I do know. It was your strength and your selflessness that healed his heart in the end.
I'll be sure to tell my healer friend when I get home.